Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode 4 of Low Latency by Turboline. Hey, Chandan, welcome back.
Hi, hi, Manus. It's been a long,
So,
long time. Yeah, it's been a
I
long
know,
time.
yeah, we plan on doing bi weekly podcast, but we just end up
Bi-weekly.
doing monthly pest. So, yeah, as always, Chandan, what are you drinking today?
Uh, I got Carlsberg, Danish Pilsner.
Carlsberg. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I got this 24 pack of carton with me. Yeah, I buy
Okay,
that in the bulk. Yeah, that's kind of like cheaper, rather than
that's
buying a six
nice.
pack. Yeah, yeah, and I think it cost me like around 12 pounds for 18 packs.
12 pounds for 18 packs.
Yeah,
That's not that bad.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it. So it's considered imported in UK as
yeah,
well. Okay, I see.
yeah.
I believe it's from Denmark or Netherlands. I forgot which country, but I think it's from one of those
Danish.
country.
It's
Danish. Okay,
Danish.
got it. Yeah, that's interesting. Guess what? Like I was reading the news. I was trying to prepare content for this week, and I saw this China blocking Meta acquisition. I mean, Meta's acquisition of Manus.ai. Did you see that
Yeah.
news?
Yeah, yeah, I saw that news and I was like, wasn't this the company that Meta recently bought in?
In December, yes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
been
yeah.
like 5 months.
5 months. And 5 months after the purchase, and then China blocking it. Okay, that's
I
that's
think,
something.
yeah, it's kind of like China's power play as well, because
Mm-hmm,
Trump is visiting China sometime soon, so to
mm-hmm,
discuss various, various trade policies and so on. And I think China is just showing some power play, saying, "Hey, Manus.ai was founded in China, in Beijing." Although they went around the Beijing restrictions to work with international companies or Western investors,
mm-hmm,
so Manus.ai, they set up their headquarters in Singapore to overcome, like China's restriction. All the founders were from China, so they moved to
mm-hmm,
Singapore, started business there, built it into I don't know how many million ARR, and Facebook bought it because they thought the company was based in Singapore, so
mm-hmm.
it's okay to do that. But I think China recently said, "Hey, actual found actual company was founded in Beijing, not in Singapore, so you cannot buy it." And I know China has like some serious powers. I don't know if you know what happened to Alibaba CEO. Remember, like it was a few years back.
Yeah,
So
he completely went off grid.
exactly. So guess what? He said something bad about Chinese government, and
Uh-huh.
he just disappeared from face of the earth for a couple of months. I'm sure. And when he came back, he was very quiet and humbled. I know China has like a tight grip on their technology, like their tech industry. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, whatever, it's their policy anyway. Just wanted to let you know that the
Yeah.
deal is about to fall off. I don't know. Meta is still trying to work through all the hurdles, and I think they're trying to
Mm-hmm.
convince China's government that they bought it within the acceptable framework. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how what the outcome is.
Yep.
But
Can't say any word.
yeah, exactly. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Just
So
wait and watch. That's all I want to say. Yeah, exactly.
so do you have any news that you saw this month or last two
Uh,
weeks or last few weeks?
Not exactly. I was, yeah, there is one. I mean, I was quite shocked because I have been using the Copilot subscription for quite a while. And
Right.
recently, I just tried to, kind of like mess it up with the subscription from June 1,
Hmm.
starting from the June 1. And back then, every of the Sonnet model was counted as next times for each of
One
the
X,
premium
yes.
requests. Yeah.
Right.
And now, from this month, starting from this month, they decided just to put it like nine times for 4.6.
X.
9x. Yeah, I mean that's
What?
completely crazy. And for 4.5, it's 6x.
Wow.
And for I think 4, it is 4. Yeah. For Sonnet 4, that's 1x. So who is gonna
Hmm.
use X 4?
Do you think it's Microsoft's fault or is it Claude's fault because they're trying to raise the prices?
But the cloud is on. I mean, the cloud subscription should be on the cloud side. Maybe it could be, but you can just make it like completely nine times for the
Yeah.
model that we have been using. It's like the same policy that was done to make people smoker. Sure. Yeah. So back then, people used to give this tobacco free. to the
Hmm.
users. Now they are
Like,
addicted, and they
get them
started
addicted.
charging.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what it is happening. It's kind of like a drug
Yeah. You're
that
right.
companies
It's
trying to sell it for the lower charge, and then once you're
exactly.
addicted to, you can now live without the AI. I mean, most of the developers are kind of like, okay, used to it, right?
Hmm. Exactly. You're
And
addicted to it. Yeah, you're addicted to, coding with
mhm,
AI agents help.
mhm, yeah.
And like that's funny thing. You bring that up, Copilot doing this, doing that thing. And I heard something, but I don't know how true this is. But Claude
Hmm.
is trying to do the same thing. That's what I heard. I need to dig deeper into the news. But
Hmm.
Claude Code, if you are a pro subscriber, I think they're trying to limit your uses more and more, and
Hmm.
maybe like cutting back on the number of API calls you can make with Claude,
Hmm.
using Claude Code. And
Hmm.
if they're trying to push everyone towards the higher max subscription, which is like $250 per month.
Hmm.
I don't know what the pricing is in UK, but in the US it's $250 per month. But with
Yeah,
Claude Pro, it's $21 with taxes and everything.
hmm,
And
yeah,
I heard like
it's
that's what they're trying to do. They run on loss, right?
hmm,
Their entire business model is running on loss, and like you said,
hmm,
hooking people up and getting them addicted, and then
hmm.
raising up the price. LinkedIn did
Yeah,
the
I
same
mean,
thing.
yeah, I mean, they could have done in such a similar way. I mean, in maybe doubling the price.
Hmm.
I could use it like, yeah, I'm currently like paying like £18 a month, including tax. So if that is raised to like the double and I get 2x offer,
Hmm.
I'm going to use it. But
Right.
I'm not going to use like the 5x because most of the time I'm not using it at all. So if you're
Hmm.
making it twice, giving me the double power, I know
Hmm.
double power means nothing for the cloud, but again,
Yeah.
if they make it like instead of having 1x, 5x, and then 10x, rather than that, if they come up with a model of
Hmm.
1x and then 3x or
Hmm.
2x and then 5x,
Right.
people who are using like the 5x could go for like the 10x easily.
Hmm.
Me being, if I am the 1x users, I
Hmm.
can go to up to 2x because that's my daily capacity I work on. I don't rely on AI 100% more
Right.
most of the time, yeah. But I do take a help fixing the things, running the test, and then recording, taking the screenshots, and then
Hmm.
preparing the documentation is mess. So I
Yeah.
throw them to the AI. So
Yeah.
I don't do
Documentation.
that much. Yeah, the document
Right.
pieces are a mess. Yeah,
Hmm.
so I use AI on the part of the documentations. So
Hmm.
if they are raising from 1x to 2x, I simply would go for the 2x because
Right.
I could pay for it. But again,
Yeah.
I cannot pay for like the 5x, 90 pounds a month. I cannot pay that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
and most of
That
the
makes
developers cannot pay that. So if they
exactly.
analyze, do they study properly, I mean, you have the better tool, you come up with
Hmm.
a better pricing, you can rule the world.
You're that way you're just losing customers, right?
Yeah,
I mean, people
and
will
most
move
of the
on to
time,
something else. Like you said,
yeah,
you're trying to move to Cursor. Although I'm not a big fan of Cursor, but I mean, you said the same thing a couple of months
uh-huh.
back,
I
or maybe
was
like a year
no,
back. But
no, I used Cursor. I didn't like it back then, and
mhm.
now I'm thinking of going to the Olama. They have this
Oh,
cloud
Llama. Okay.
model, yeah, and
Okay.
they charge it like the $20 per month,
Mhm.
and you could use the same Claude code interface and then a Codex interface, and
Mhm.
you could literally use your Olama and then hook it up with her, get up Copilot everywhere. I mean, that's a nice deal I could come up
Okay.
with.
With Olama, does it have like the entire pipeline? Do you have to use Olama's interface, or it's connected to your VS Code? I was curious. I've never
You can
ran a local
you
model.
can do that. You
Oh, you
you
can
you
connect
you
Olama to your
you
VS Code.
yeah,
Hmm.
VS Code directly using the GitHub Copilot. Using GitHub
Hmm.
Copilot, you have that interface. On the Olama, you can simply have. I think you can also run this Claw,
Hmm.
OpenClaw, and then Cloud Code, and then Codex.
Okay.
And Olama has
Hmm.
certain models that they are running on the cloud. And
Hmm.
if you are a free users, you are getting some sort of like free cloud models as well.
Very interesting. Yeah. That's. I know you're frustrated with Copilot, but yeah. And moving on from this topic about token consumption during coding, I saw something interesting today. There was this company out of Czech Republic called what's the company's name? Seznam. The first time I saw it, I saw the name. I thought it was Shazam, the
Mm.
company that used to listen to your
Yeah.
music. But Seznam, a company, it's a media company out of Czech
Mhm.
Republic, and they started doing this AI agent-based night radio broadcast. The concept we have been thinking about
Mhm.
using AI agents to produce
Mhm.
media and continuously doing linear TV and also continuously broadcasting radio,
Uh-huh.
everything through AI, little to none intervention from humans. So
Mhm.
I realized the company in Czech Republic is already experimenting with that, which is interesting. So there is a need. Otherwise, this
Mhm.
media company, like which broadcasts radio, wouldn't have
Mhm.
thought about that, right? If there was
Mhm.
no need. And
Mhm.
they managed to cut their operational cost by 60% using AI agent because they don't have to hire a person at night to do all the media mixing, like audio engineering or even radio hosts. Because I know usually it's double the cost that as far as I
Mhm.
can remember. If you hire someone to run a program at
Mhm.
night, so it's
Mhm.
double the price versus when they do it in the day. Plus, you have to hire like people to manage everything. But if you let AI do everything, it's an
No, I
interesting
mean
con.
it's a nice thought, but again, in this case,
Mhm.
people won't be active in that period of time. Like there are less people active in that time.
Exactly.
So that's
Yeah, and I
that's not
think
even the peak hour. So why
right.
should I pay for like 2x times to something when I get like half of the return? So
Exactly.
that's
Right.
totally thinkable.
Yeah, and even advertisers don't want to advertise at night because there are no
Yeah.
listeners. But as a radio station, you have to continuously playing some kind of program, right? Maybe
Yeah.
they might not be 1,000 users. Maybe there might be 10 users, or
Hmm.
10 listeners, right? Not
Hmm.
users. So 10 listeners could be listening in. So they need a blank, no program is. I mean, something is better than nothing, right? Like
Yeah.
AI radio is better than just having a dark, blank, nothing static radio.
White
Yeah.
noise and all.
White noise, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I know there are companies like Suno that's doing AI music that's generating AI
Yeah,
based music.
they have this community based radio as well. So
Hmm.
last time when I was experimenting, when we were experimenting, not I,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, we were experimenting with this online radio that is completely autonomously run
Hmm.
by the AI and gathering the news uh, and all sort of things. I think that was something we could have thought of.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
now I think.
the thing with music, Suno AI and their community radio, I
Mhm.
trust. They are doing good thing. They're building a
Mhm.
model, AI model to produce new music.
Mhm.
Kudos to them. But like stitching everything together. For example, stitching music is easy, right? Like you just play, okay,
Mhm.
play this music and maybe like some voice. Even Spotify has this AI radio, AI music player. They'll
Mhm.
they'll talk like a radio DJ and then like add a music after that. Radio DJ as add a
Mhm.
music. That's easy. You have music and then radio DJ talking about something, music, radio DJ talking about something, and it's pretty straightforward. But imagine doing that for an actual radio where you are not only talking about music, radio, current events, weather. Like there are many different parameters that you need to think through. Stitching them together it's complicated. So I know you've been thinking about this and you've been like figuring out because based on your experience working with different live streaming broadcast media companies, you are stitching everything together, figuring out how those stitches happen in a linear fashion so that there's a continuous stream of program rather than just like
Mhm.
how others are doing, which is music and then DJ explaining about that music.
Mhm.
It's easy, right? Like it's just binary
Mhm.
music and text. That's it. For music, some current event, some like background or program music, and then talk about weather. So many different parameters, and even if you add like some kind of advertisement in between, AI generated advertisement in between, that's even
Uh-huh.
breakthrough.
Uh-huh.
You just like have some marketers, like buy an ad spot, maybe like every 10 minutes you run my ad, something like that, right? Like buy an ad spot and play like a little bit of audio ad. That's stitching all those together is it's a
Mhm.
big innovation compared to just like
So yeah,
music and
as
text. Yeah.
as part of this, I could give our listeners about this project that we have been working on the AI radio
Yeah.
side. It could be like one of the autonomously running and everything run by the AI. that would be
Exactly.
that would be completely isolated. The AI radio that would be
Hmm.
running autonomously like 24/7. Even the ads, I was thinking,
Hmm.
in my head, even the ads are AI generated, so you don't have to worry
Exactly. Yeah.
about those things. So I think, yeah, it's
Yeah.
really like the framework is ready.
Hmm.
I think I showed you something,
I saw
and
that. Yeah, it
hopefully,
was powerful. Like
hopefully,
I know it's still like in the development, but I saw the early
uh,
stage of the development.
uh,
It's pretty powerful. And I know
yeah.
if a brand wants to publish something, right? Like maybe there's a radio about a blockchain industry or
Mhm,
crypto industry that just talks
mhm,
about what's happening in crypto. Maybe add some
mhm,
music in the middle, and someone bids for a time slot when
mhm,
there's a program, and that during that time slot it's reserved for them, they can send their ad. Like even they don't have to send their ad, they just give like the AI what their brand personality is, what kind of ad they want to run, right? They can give their branding team and everything, and AI will automatically generate, choose the music, and just publish an ad in the middle, the slot that they bid on. So
uh-huh.
it's a continuous stream of ads and slot,
Yeah.
what's it called, ads, and
News,
like
news.
actual
I would
news,
say
radio, everything.
mostly I was thinking more on the news side because
Mhm.
that's a real thing that and it's challenging to get like the real time news and broadcast them like right away. Imagine
Exactly.
something is happening right in London right now or in Dallas right now. So
Hmm.
you kind of like have those notifications
Hmm.
processed and generate the news, reading the news right away rather than collecting it, recording it, planning it, recording it,
Hmm.
and then broadcasting it. So all
Yep.
that happens within 1 second of instance. Okay, imagine
Exactly.
how that's gonna be. I was thinking
Yeah.
in that sense. So the advertisement and some sort of things, I would think of that in the lower capacity because
Lower capacity,
that's,
right.
yeah. I
Breaking
mean,
news is even interesting because I know you've worked in studio scenario. You've worked in live streaming sports, right?
uh-huh,
When you were at A Live, people were just sitting there sending, like play by play back to the server, back to your, where you guys were streaming data and passing it to BBC. You guys were acting like a channel, right? From,
mhm,
like FIFA or whatever game is happening all the way to broadcasters, BBC Sports
mhm,
or, like ESPN or whatnot.
mhm,
So, the dynamic it takes to stitch everything together in live sports. Okay, maybe Messi scored a goal and sending that data back
uh-huh,
right away.
uh-huh.
Imagine that, doing that without any humans.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
going to
mean,
be tough, right?
not only the sports, I would say something right now happened.
Hmm.
Someone just posted an interesting story in the social media. You know,
Hmm.
if somebody are posting the same news 5 to 10 times,
Hmm.
different people's posting the same news that something is happening over there, you kind of flag that as a news. So
Right.
that could be done. That could be done.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's redefining the media industry in
Hmm.
different way. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what you build. I know I saw the earlier versions of it. Maybe once,
Hmm.
like I think with the more development, we can release something pretty soon. I know
Yeah.
we're about
Yeah.
to release like TurboStream to the
Hmm.
market. It's already open source; people can try it, but
Uh-huh.
still, the newer release version is going out very soon.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
And
And tying
the
that
best
with
part is
like, mhm,
best part is you know the weather integrations that we have been doing, right? Weather
mhm.
integrations now that can be connected on our radio,
Exactly. Yep. What's
right?
happening? Whether Bitcoin,
Yeah.
if something happens with stock market, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe something is announced, like Federal Reserve announces something. What happens to the stock market? You get immediate breaking news. It'll drastically reduce the cost of operating a real-time radio channel or a media company, right?
It's
But
it's really interesting like to see the execution of the idea that's happening right away with the AI. This is
mhm,
this is what I needed. I mean, I cannot think of the codes. I cannot think of like now the complex algorithm that
mhm,
that I need to invest like months and months of time on it.
right,
I just think this is the problem and I need the solution. And that's how
exactly.
AI is defining my work progress. And just to give you on the context of that,
Hmm.
the PM to GUI,
Hmm.
the GUI framework that I've built, now that
Oh,
have
okay.
been
The
using
process manager field.
the
Yeah.
process manager for the PM to process. And
Hmm.
there were like the paid plans for it, right? People used to
Hmm.
pay for it. And now I have built it. Now, most of the people have giving the stars, forking that repository, using it
Hmm.
from the NPM, and it's really that simple. You can simply do
Exactly.
NPM global install of that package and then run that on your specific port, and that will be up and running. And
Hmm.
recently, what I've added is like security features of
Hmm.
protecting it with the password and also connecting it with the remote server directly.
Hmm.
So if you have something on your remote server and then you want to connect it through the SSH, you can simply
Hmm.
connect it through the SSH, and that's super easy.
Interesting. Yeah,
But for the PM to process manager, it's a GUI that you can use, and people are using it like crazy.
that's very
I've been getting
interesting.
some of the issues as well. I've been trying to fix it, raising the PR. Some people I think created the PR on it as well. So
Got
I
it.
was happy to
Yeah.
watch that. Yeah. And now I think, okay, this is nice because this is the first time some people have been using my open source project and then
Hmm.
getting the benefit out of it. And
Exactly. And
yeah,
that should be the value of open source projects too, right? Like, and the way you created, you didn't even think about using EasyPM to being, like used by other people.
yeah,
You built it for yourself, you open sourced it, and now
uh-huh,
people are using it. So I
uh-huh,
think the value is there. It's just how you grow it. You just have to wait it out. I think, like
yes,
if someone is building an open source tool, I think
uh,
if you bang your head on the wall saying like, why are my stars not growing?
yeah,
Everything needs time to grow.
time, yeah, I totally agree on
Exactly.
that one.
By the way, we're about to be at time. We're a little over
Mhm.
our time. So yeah, Chandan, as usual, thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining.
Manus.
And hopefully we can continue our work next on our next session.